Hey everybody, so I want to show you this game. It's a Yuri versus Yuri, and something happens that's really important that you guys should know if you want to know the Yuri strategy. So first, this guy on the left, he's real aggressive with the initiates early game. He doesn't do like initiate rush where you make a whole bunch, but he makes a couple here or there. He scouts and he always tries to blow up an oil or something, or take some tech building or something. And of course, there's no oil or tech buildings on this map. But you kind of get the idea. He tries to do something with the initiates. You just got to watch out for them and make sure the brute has scouted. It is okay to scout with initiates and not brutes. If you versus another Yuri on this map, it's fair. When he's trying to do like a little sneak attack where he's shooting a power plant and a barracks, exactly the playstyle I just described, where he's gonna try to do something with initiates, but not overcommit to it. Where if he only uses 2 initiates, it's not a big deal. It's just like losing a brute. In fact, it's 2 initiates are $400. 1 brute's $500. So you get the idea. Now 1 fast Gatling, and it's almost starting to become the meta where Yuri's always going for 1 Gatling tank or 1 Lasher tank before he goes 1 miner from War Factory. Because I noticed when I play other games where this actually is a meta, there really isn't a meta in Yuris Revenge because there's not like thousands of players playing where you actually have a meta. I mean, like thousands and millions and stuff like that. But in like a game like Hearthstone, you actually have a thing where you got to be so aggressive early game, or like basically you're gonna lose early game. So it's kind of like getting to the point where 1 Gatling or just like 1 Grizzly tank for allies to stop the Gatling. It's starting to turn into something normal, but I mean it's an older game, but I mean I notice it happening more and more. When like the better players are playing the better players, it seems more and more common. Now you see, this is a critical mistake that the purple player is making. He should charge with his Lasher tanks, hotkey the Lasher tanks, and attack with the Gatling tanks from behind. I would even move that. See, he didn't need that Gatling. He's gonna have 4 miners before the blue player has the 4 miners. And now he waited for the Gat. Now it might be too late. Because of the fact he killed some slaves. Now he's trying to use the Lashers. Now see, he got 1. But, he spent $1,000 on a Gatling. He should have... He could make a mistake with the Lasher tank. If he loses... But he's got to... If you have 1 Lasher tank getting caught out like that in a Yuri versus Yuri, you can't abandon that Lasher tank. The Lasher tank has way more average than the Gats and the Magnetrons. So he waited too long for the Magnetron, and he's starting to get behind. And now he's moving to Miner, and he made a Battle Lab. This guy, so he spent... Well, just watch. Now, boom, 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 boom. He's trying to use the Lasher tanks, but Blue has more Magnetrons. Blue has more Magnetrons. I said he made a couple of critical mistakes I'm going to go over in the replay. Now, basically, you can see he clearly went that no way that Mastermind's going to do anything versus that many units. Mastermind can't beat 10 units or something. Now we're going to go over this in slow motion. Now you see the purple player is getting 4 miners before the blue player. So the purple player can make a small mistake, but it can't wait for a Magnetron. So mistake 1, waiting for a Magnetron. Mistake 2 was you building that station Gatling cannon when he doesn't necessarily need it because it's putting him on the defensive. And mistake 3 is building a battle lab. 1, the blue player is going for an all-in. Now watch. He waits for the Magnetron. By the time he gets the Magnetron, he's already killed a couple slaves. That miner's almost dead. Now he's starting to fight back. But he's got to bring the Lasher tanks up. You got to get down and dirty with his Lasher tanks. And he's having a little trouble because of the automatic. But he does not. But I think the problem is he doesn't have a key. So he picked up a Magnetron, nice. But then his Lasher tank, that brute's not going to do shit. So his Lasher tank is abandoned, and then like he lets the Lasher tank go. He should not be afraid with the Lasher tanks. He's got the Magnetrons because the Lasher tanks, it takes a lot of effort to kill the Lasher tanks because they're considered a heavy armor tank, for Yuri at least. Or medium heavy armor. So these armor tanks, Lasher tanks, you can't be afraid. So you got to use your advantage. And he's waiting until he feels comfortable. He has enough stuff to defend, but he feels like more comfortable. But a lot of players that really put the pressure on, they're not going to let you get into your comfort zone when you're going to wait for your magnetrons, and then he thinks he's going to get a mastermind. Not going to happen. Now he's going to use the lasher tanks, but it's too late. He waited too long, and he lost time moving that miner, so all his money didn't go in. He could have tried making a psychic tower. Maybe would have worked. Probably not though. So you really gotta use those lasher tanks, and if it was all gats, you know, maybe we get gat bunkers. But there's no reason to be afraid with a lasher tank versus gatlins. It makes no sense. Because grizzly tanks beat them, and grizzly tanks and lashers are the same thing.